Hi, this is Martin Drummond with Progressive News. It's Monday, July 22nd, 2019.
The East African country Somalia was rocked by civil war and subsequent famine. The U.S. sent troops there not to conquer land or steal resources, but purely to save lives. And we did that. We saved about 100,000 Somalis. That, by the way, was 19...
And if you believe that, I've got a whole load of horse shit that I can sell you. We have not done anything overseas just to save lives. We didn't go to Somalia to keep some little black kid from starving to death out in the desert. And we could have done that easily any time. Now, that's what we say we do. People like Ilhan Omar know better. They lived in their own country. It's just like if we were here and everything had gone to a piece of shit, the land had all turned to, the Dust Bowl, 1930s, awful, and all of a sudden Russia shows up and, they want to overthrow our new necromancer king. I'm not saying there isn't ever a time when the world shouldn't step in, but the United States is always stepping in, and I was in Lebanon, I was in Saudi Arabia, I was in Indonesia. I know what they do. And I've seen how they, laugh all the way to the bank after they do these wonderful humanitarian things. And I think Elon has it straight. Guys like Tucker, they're just paid to propagandize the American people.
1993, not 1992. I misremembered it. Yesterday.
Oh, you misremembered it, and you just heard it yesterday. Maybe you shouldn't be doing the news, Tucker.
But Somali American Congresswoman Ilhan Omar is not grateful for what the U.S. did on behalf of the country she was born in. No, she thinks American troops were the bad guys in that conflict. A couple of years.
And of course you're right and she's wrong. And you're sitting in the United States talking about it, and she actually spent some time till I think 9 years old growing up there. Which means that she didn't come to the United States on her own. Okay? Somebody sent her.
Years ago, she responded on Twitter to a user who was remembering the 19 American troops killed during the Battle of Mogadishu. She wrote this, quote, "In his selective memory, he forgets to also mention the thousands of Somalis killed by American forces that day, ! Hashtag not today, Satan."
And doesn't it make you wonder, because there were, 17 Americans killed, but there were, I don't know how many Somalis killed. Hundreds? Thousands? I mean, they were literally mowed down in this attempt to kill these Americans. And doesn't it make you wonder? They blame this all on the Somali warlord who was running things. And honestly, in a country in their situation, do you think it's going to be a nice guy in there? Come on. So, how did all those... it must have taken thousands of them to attack these American troops and successfully run them out, basically. Run them out of town, right? Out of Mogadishu. So, you're telling me that all those Mogadishans had it wrong? They couldn't figure it out? They were just evil people who attacked the great Americans? Again, I'm going to point out the geography here. Their country, thousands of miles away from the United States of America, Americans in the wrong place. They're in the wrong place. Go back to Kansas City. Go back to Tucson. Go back to Houston.
Sergeant Major Kyle Lamb fought that day in the Battle of Mogadishu. He's the author of the book Leadership in the Shadows, and we're happy to have him tonight. Thank you.
So wait a minute. We're gonna take the word of a hillbilly who was in a country thousands of miles away with a gun and who knows how much weaponry, blasting the shit out of the locals. We're there to do good things, and they're going to point to President Clinton. This is just more proof that the Clinton Democrats, the establishment Democrats, the money Democrats, the rich Democrats aren't that much different from the Republicans. They're running around getting us into wars just like this. This is why you vote progressive. This is why you vote for Bernie Sanders. This is why you vote for AOC. This is why you vote for Ilhan Omar. You know, even if Ilhan Omar were some kind of scuzzy little colored black brown person who just doesn't give a shit about America and just out to get, even if they were, which they're not, they would be better than these people. You know, hillbillies need to wake up and smell the coffee. These people across the middle America who have been confused by their stupid ass propagandists. Look at Tucker Carlson. I mean, you can all see he enjoys his job of propagandizing America. And he's going to bring this idiot in here hoping that middle America is going to listen to him and his nonsense. Here.
Thanks very much for coming on tonight.
Thanks for having me.
When you read Ilhan Omar's remarks about the battle that you fought in, what's your response?
Well, normally it's humorous, but at this point it's kind of disturbing because, I mean, first of all, she wasn't there. She'd already left the country. We were there, and
and that's a good reason.
I've never heard numbers quite that inflated. I mean, we wished we...
Oh, and we were there, and that makes it all right. We were there and she wasn't. That's the exact opposite of the truth. How do you do that? How do you do that with a straight face? You're talking about laughable. Matter of fact, he looks like he's about to laugh.
We could have done that much damage, but that didn't happen as far as I know.
Oh, we wish we could have done that much damage? Motherfucker. This motherfucker's saying he wishes that he could have blown them all away, basically. You're a foreigner in a foreign country, you idiot. Just mowing people down with your guns. What kind of idiots are these? I mean, really, how stupid is this?
Well, I guess what's so striking is, and the U.S. has done things I disagree with around the world, but in this case...
Oh, gee, we're going to throw a little bit of truth in there just to make sure that you believe that in this case, we fuck everybody all around the world, everywhere we go. But in this case, we're just trying to do the right thing.
It seemed like the mission was purely altruistic. We were only there to help. We didn't take Somalia. I mean, did you steal gold?
Yeah, it seemed that way. Did you steal gold?
Gold or natural resources when you were there?
No, we didn't.
No, because you don't steal it while you're there with all your troops on the ground. You set it up so that you can steal it. You set up the new leader and you arm him and you help him create his army like we did in Iraq. And how often does that work out for us? Sooner or later, the new leader starts to say, America, you're taking a bite out of my ass and I'm tired of it. I don't care if you fuck my people, but, I don't want you fucking me. Always happens. Either that or the people get smart and they finally overthrow the asshole.
And do that. We were trying to take out Adid because he was a clan leader that had, the Habagetter clan had kind of taken over the town.
And you dumbass fucking hillbilly, you're over there to tell the Somali people who should or who shouldn't run their city.
They were taking the food, any of the aid that we were giving to Somalia, also weapons, and they're running drugs.
And doesn't this aid thing come up over and over again? So we're trying to give aid to Venezuela, but what do we do instead? We give $41 million in aid to a guy who's not elected, this Guido, the mafioso Venezuelan. So I mean, this is, you know what? I think that we should just stop thinking of the United States as, I think Ilhan Omar's right. When it comes to our goals overseas, no, there's nothing good about any of them, anywhere. You know, sure, there's people on the ground who believe that they're doing the right thing and that they're there to help. But let's face it, when you send Guido and his people in Venezuela are all the people who were or are rich. Because, you know, Venezuela is not a communist country. It's a capitalist country, and they still have capitalism. They don't have a communist system. They have the capitalist system, which the Venezuelan president, since Chavez, has taken the country and changed it from having, I don't know how much poverty, he's cut it in half. And that's not why the country has lost so much money. The reason the country has lost so much money is that the oil people in the United States have, at the taxpayers' expense, completely made it impossible for Venezuela to sell its oil. Okay, back to this. And this guy right here, this idiot, that's it. He's got his eyes closed. That's right. That's what they are. They're morons who grow up on a farm somewhere or in a shit city like Memphis or somewhere, and they need a job at some point, and so they decide to join the army or the military. And they think that gives them some level of structure, and what it does is it just completely turns them into, it helps them develop their, being an asshole to people. And it empowers them too. Puts a gun in their hand. You know, they'd love to be able to use it right here in the United States. They'd love to shoot people like Ilhan Omar. Unarmed people. They're real good against unarmed people.
Drugs, caught is a big drug over there, and he needed.
Yeah, you're gonna go fight the drug war in Somalia. Look, man, these people are fucking morons. They're bringing fucking morons on to try to appeal to more fucking morons. People who are listening to this shit, please. I know you're not listening to me, so you're not, but how about if the people who listen to me there's people out there telling them, God, listen to the people. They're trying to help you. You're talking about altruistic. I mean, it's not in my interest. None of this is in my interest. None of this stuff I do on this show is in my interest. It's not in my interest to sit here and talk to you right now. I have important things to do. I do it because for some fucking reason I care. I have no idea. I mean, I think because I know that there are lots of people out there who deserve to be cared about. And in a broader sense, I believe even these idiots, I think we should care about them. They're fucking morons, man. They need help. A psychologist, a good, I don't know. something. They need some help.
To be eliminated so that we could get peace back in that town. So we were actually there to help some of the lesser tribes.
Peace. Peace. You talk about peace. Wow. You know. You call that peace? A firefight in the middle of a city mowing down thousands of their own people. That's peace to you. Honest to God, these people have, they're servants of the read the Smedley Butler, whatever, war is a racket. This is a Smedley Butler. When will he, like Smedley Butler, realize that he's just a thug sent in to fuck everybody over? Wake up, motherfucker. 'Cause you're a dumb shit. Fucking dangerous, these people. Okay, this is Martin Drummond with Progressive News. I hope you enjoyed my segment.